What's up guys, Everything Apple Pro here and another Pokemon Go video thanks to the new update 1.5.0. So a lot of people have been asking me to make an update for the hack, and so I have. So I'm going to show you two awesome methods for hacking Pokemon Go, the latest version on your iOS device. It could be any firmware, iOS 10, iOS 9, does not matter. So I'm going to be showing you two methods. The first method requires no computer, no jailbreak, and you can even teleport using that method. You can catch any Pokemon as long as you have the coordinates to where they are, which I'll show you how to get, and it's all around just a little bit more useful in some ways, but it's not as feature-packed as the second method. The second method I'm going to show you is this one right here. It's just been updated to the latest version of Poke++, so if I jump into the settings of this app right here, I just went ahead and made this custom IPA, and 1.5R-20 is the latest version. So you're getting a bunch of new features here. You get the map feature, which you won't get on the first method I'm going to show you. And the second method I'm going to show you actually allows you to teleport to a certain location of the Pokemon, which is really cool. And it's kind of a little bit more responsive, I've found. Also, another cool thing about it is that you can actually run the original one side by side. The second one I'm going to show you, you cannot run both Pokemon Go apps, the hacked and non-hacked, at the same time. So each method has its own perk, you know, but I'm going to go ahead and show you the easiest one first, the one that requires no computer. So it's this guy over here. It's a little bit of a different hack, but it still does the job and it does it well. All right, so this first hack, I'm going to explain how it works. First off, you do have a joystick right here, which you can control movement with, and just show you guys, Pokestops do work just fine. And I just want to show you guys this is on the latest version, 0.35.0. The cool thing about this one is that you actually have the ability to teleport. So you guys can go ahead and input coordinates and go ahead and teleport wherever you want. Now, why is this useful? Because we can use a third-party app or website to find location of rare Pokemon. All right, so with Pokesnipers right here, we're going to go ahead and find a rare Pokemon, Blastoise. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over here and see if I can find him. All right, so after inputting the coordinates, it'll take me to where that Pokemon is. So you want to stand while it loads everything, as you can see, in the same position, and eventually it'll spawn right next to you. Look at that, there he is. So you literally can catch any Pokemon as long as it's currently available using this method right here. It is so cool. So if you go ahead and click on him, all right, I had to redo another one, that one despawned, but there is this guy right here. So I'm going to go ahead and try and catch him. So when using this method, it's very important that before you throw your Pokeball, you guys have to spawn back home. Otherwise, you will not be able to keep the Pokemon. Well, you usually can, but sometimes you might get soft banned for 4 hours. So go ahead and select home, and you want to make sure to set your home location using these coordinates right here. But I'm going to go ahead and move back to my home location. And now, and only now, can I go ahead and catch this guy. Oh, terrible. All right, and there you go. So I did catch this guy, and I do get to keep him. So remember, whenever catching using the teleport method on this version of the hack, make sure to teleport home before throwing a Pokeball. So there it is. And to change your home location, you do so over here. So click on the little heart, and you change your home coordinates. You can do that using multiple apps to find your home coordinates. But the website you use to get this list right here is Pokesnipers.com. So once you're here, the green ones, the yellow ones are the ones that are pretty much still there. If it's in red, it's pretty much going to disappear. So sometimes you'll get some really, really rare ones on here. So use it, play around, teleport, but make sure to teleport back before throwing a Pokeball if you want to keep that Pokemon. But it is fully working. It's awesome that you don't need a jailbreak, and you can keep your original Pokemon Go application. As always, don't do this on your main account. Play around with a secondary account. As always, there's a risk you guys might get banned or soft banned using this method, so tread carefully. All right, let's go ahead and show you how to do it. All right, so switching over to my iOS 10 device, I'm on beta 8. I have Pokemon Go, the other hack version right here, and we can install them simultaneously. That's what's cool about it. So going over to tutuapp.com, let's go ahead and load this page. So sometimes this method might not work because the website is down, or it just doesn't work for some people at some times, but I found it to be pretty reliable. In any case, you can always do method number 2. But go ahead and select on this green button after clicking on the middle category and select install. So you will begin to download Tutu app. Depending on the server load, sometimes it takes a long time. Sometimes it installs a lot faster. Once it's done, I'll be right back. All right, so you'll download this Rabbit app right here. We're gonna go into settings, scroll down to general, and device management. So in here, go ahead and select on this Chinese profile and going back into the app. So allow, swipe through all of this and select this red icon. So on the home page, wait for the apps to load and we should see Pokemon Go right here. So select it, click on this big long green button and select install. So it will begin to install the Pokemon Go hack simultaneously alongside the other one, or original Pokemon Go, whichever one you prefer. So I think it's pretty cool to have both hacked versions so you can alternate between teleporting and all the other features in the regular hack version. There are a lot of cool ones. So once it's done installing, go ahead and select it to open it. In a moment here, we should see that we have the hack running. We'll have the joystick and the little icon up there. Now you want to be careful with this method of the hack because with teleportation, it's much easier to get caught and get soft banned, you know, all that stuff. So be very careful with that. But anyways, let's go ahead and log in here. And there it is. So we have this joystick, we can move around right here. And by default, it spawns you in San Francisco. So unless you want to be here, go ahead and change your coordinates with this little heart icon to your current ones. And yeah, that's just about it, guys. So you have this hack running without a computer. It's still pretty awesome, but the other one I'm about to show you is much better. It has many more features. This one gets the job done, but it's not everything the other one is. So yeah, if you guys came here for the no computer method, that's it. Let's move on to the slightly better version. All right, so jumping into here, we can see that this method actually will do a lot of the work for you. It'll walk to certain locations for you. It'll even auto catch a Pokemon, and it has a map radar. So you can see where certain Pokemon are as you're walking through. You can set a location and walk to it, and it's much harder to get banned using this method of the hack. Also, it has individual values for your Pokemon, which is pretty cool. So you can get all the info right here. And when tracking Pokemon, there's a new feature. You'll actually get the stats up north. So if I get one here, I'll show you guys. And there's no teleportation in this version, unfortunately. So the first method I showed you guys is how you get teleportation. But otherwise, this one is really, really nice. And it is the updated version, also running on Pokemon Go 0.35.0. So good stuff. Let's go ahead and show you how to get the more diverse Pokemon hack. All right, so let's go ahead and show you how to get the slightly superior method using a Mac or Windows computer. Now, it's very, very simple doing this. The only issue is you need to redo this every 7 days, but as long as you have a computer, it'll take you like a minute max. Anyways, go ahead and delete the original Pokemon Go application. You can still keep the other one if you use the other hack method. So go ahead and download Cydia Impactor and the Pokemon Go IPA. I'll have links for both down below in the description. Plug your device in and go ahead and launch Impactor. If you're on Windows, you want to right click on it and select open, not run as administrator. Anyways, once you are inside, go ahead and check for an update. If there's an update, you want to install it right away. But anyways, in here, take the Pokemon Go app and drag it in. Don't click start without doing this. You don't even need to touch the start button. So just go ahead and click this onto the center and it'll ask you for your iTunes login. This is so simple. Just put in your current Apple ID. It doesn't need to be a developer's account or anything like that. And go ahead and select enter. So it will begin to push out the app to your device. Select allow. It's really nice because you guys are getting the latest Pokemon Go update 1.5.0 that fixes some bugs, and you're getting the latest version of the hack itself. So it's really, really nice. You guys are going to have a very smooth experience. So yeah, in a moment here, it should install. I'll be right back. And there it is. So just installed on my device. You shouldn't be able to open it. You guys will have to go into settings and trust the profile for your current Apple ID you'll see in here. So once you did that, you can go in here and the app will run flawlessly. So you'll know it worked because immediately you will have the control buttons up there. And I'm going to go ahead and run through the features with you in just a second. It's really awesome. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and explain how this works to you guys. So this version of the Pokemon Go hack actually has a really neat feature, one of my favorites, the map hack. So wherever you are, it'll go ahead and show you Pokemon near or around you, and you guys can go ahead and track Pokemon accordingly. Fortunately, it doesn't allow for location spoofing teleportation, but it's still very, very nice. I mean, you're less likely to be discovered using this method. All right, so I can go ahead and click on this guy, and you guys do need to select the little icon right there. So when I am in proximity. As you guys can see, it is working. All right, so I'm going to continue my journey. Whenever you guys are done walking around, select the home button and it'll take you back to your automatic location. So you can explore around where you are. You can keep walking, and there is a new speed setting for 8 times, but I wouldn't recommend this one for too long as you may get soft banned using it. Anyways, if you guys go ahead and select IV, you can see all of your Pokemon and their individual values over there. So if you do get a Pokemon nearby, you'll see that icon right there. When you click on it, it'll take you to that Pokemon, and there it is. So it'll go ahead and spawn that Pokemon nearby, and everything does work as it should. So there it is, guys, the latest version of the Pokemon Go app and the hack. 2 methods in case one doesn't work. I would recommend the first, but if you guys want more features, you can certainly do it with the second as well. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Enjoy Pokemon Go. 10 days to go until iOS 10, guys. I'm so freaking excited. So I'll see you guys soon. Peace.